Up next, I'd like to introduce Tia Luck. Many of you know Tia from her work helping train for student engagement. She's been a strong proponent for English language learners. And this year, Tia has taken over as equity coordinator to help guide us through the equity process. I have to preface by saying Tia is not a big fan of speaking in front of groups. This is a group. So be kind, be gracious. She'll kill this, but be patient. Tia, you got this. Tia, welcome. Come to stage.
All right, hi. Thanks, Bill, and I want to have everybody look to the back and give a big thank you to Eric and Edgar, who are simultaneously. Tirelessly for weeks on getting documents and speeches translated, ready for us all today, so thank you. We started equity work over the summer, where we had representatives from every school and every department come together to begin their path of this work. We built Tone and Trust as teams through exploring personal culture. We also started an ongoing collaboration with our community partners so that we can do this work county-wide with many of our nonprofit partners and Eagle County government. Today, we're demonstrating that equity is the priority by spending the whole day as a district starting this work. So thank you for engaging with us. And thank you, Ann Heckman, for making it happen. Beginning today, we're going to talk a lot about culture, often, and so I want to clarify what that means. Everyone in this room, has our own unique culture. It's made up of our set of values, beliefs, norms, and achievements. And each of our unique cultures determines our worldview, how we interact with people, how we teach, and how we learn. Before we can be culturally responsive, we need to understand our own culture, and we all have culture. And we need to understand how culture is related to greater social inequities. We're all subject to overwhelming messages from society about who should be viewed as the norm. We're conditioned to accept white, native English-speaking, able-bodied, heterosexual people as making up the dominant culture. Similarly, students perceived as smart have a certain set of skills and behavior, many of which are representative of that dominant culture. These societal norms hold our students back, and frankly, they hold all of us back. They create environments with high instances of bullying, mental health needs, and great disparities in access, opportunity, and success. So what if? What if we at Eagle County Schools work together to dismantle privilege, power, and difference through courageous leadership? What if it wasn't seen as a deficit when a student wasn't proficient in English yet, rather an asset that they're becoming bilingual or trilingual in many cases? What if all students believe that they are smart, that they are good creative writers, and that they are mathematicians? We can create a school district and a community where students and adults feel safe to be themselves and thrive, regardless of race, gender, economic status, gender identity, sexual orientation, language background, exceptional needs, or any other differences. So moving forward, I ask you to truly engage in this process. Not because I want you to, not because the district is asking you to, but because you know in your heart it's the right work. Our students and their families need to feel a sense of belonging at school before they can engage in the learning they need to be successful. And we all We are all learning throughout. Every person, school, and department is on their own path of evolving cultural competence, deepening their understanding of culturally responsive practices, and building a culture of inclusion, equity, and excellence. Every one of our voices is valuable, and every one of us can be an advocate. Our focus this year will be on building the foundation, creating environments with high levels of tone and trust through exploring our own culture and understanding the cultures of others. Gloria Ladson-Billings says, a hallmark of a culturally responsive professional is someone who understands that we're operating in a fundamentally inequitable system. They take it as a given, and it's our role to not merely help kids fit into an unfair system, but to rather give them the skills, the knowledge, and the dispositions to change the inequity. We have incredible professionals in Eagle County schools. I've been in all your schools, and I've been in so many of your classrooms, and I've seen your commitment and passion. And for all of us, gaining a deeper understanding of the social inequities surrounding us that built our system and working together to change it, we can ensure that we are truly preparing all students for success. We're in the beginning of a long-term, sustained effort. This is not going away, and we're going to keep this superintendent for a while. To ensure our efforts gain traction, we can't just talk about this once a month in PLC. Equity is something that we need to practice every day. We need to be reflective every day. How are our actions helping or hindering our students and the people around us? Equity is the connective tissue between the best practices we're already using, like AVID, SIA, project-based learning, and PBIS. And we'll know our efforts are successful when more students feel valued at school, when more adults are able to have honest and tough conversations, when we see a reduction in disparities, and not just in CMAS and SAT, but in proportionality of discipline referrals, in instances of bullying, in access to higher level courses, just to name a few. Your feedback in the What Do We Value survey demonstrated a demand for more support in equity and culturally responsive teaching. Therefore, the deep equity approach was chosen by school and district leaders to provide us with research-based methods and resources. Deep equity and the district guidance is here to support you, but you and our students are the real drivers of this work. Next, we'll view a video from Gary Howard, the founder of Deep Equity. He has over 40 years of experience in civil rights, social justice, equity, education, and diversity. He'll introduce us to some key concepts of our work moving forward. Then we get to spend an hour with Benji Howard and Wade Antonio Paulo. They are artists inspiring students around the country to be agents for change. The Youth Equity Stewardship brings student voice to the forefront to inform decision-making alongside teachers and leaders. We're so grateful to have them here today and to experience their message in a way similar to how our students will. So thank you so much, Benji and Wade.